Bushfire is still a risk this autumn, by James Poyner. The Australian seasonal bushfire outlook for autumn indicates an increased risk of fire for most of Victoria, including the Central District, encompassing Melbourne and its bushy outer suburbs. A lack of significant rainfall, extreme heat and high fuel loads were major contributors to bushfires across large parts of Victoria during January, and this elevated risk is set to continue well into autumn. We have seen local CFA crews deployed in strike teams for the Longwood and Trawul bushfires and respond to the Tyndalls Road grass fire in late February. But despite the welcomed rainfall at the end of February, with below-average rainfall forecast and warmer-than-average maximum daytime and overnight temperatures, Deputy Emergency Management Commissioner Brett Boatman is reminding Victorians that now is not the time to become complacent.
Our long-term drying trend continues with many parts of Victoria recording below average rain and some no rain at all during January. With these drier than normal conditions expected to continue through autumn, we all need to remain vigilant about the potential for fires. Be prepared, understand your local risks, use the Vic Emergency app and stay tuned to your local emergency broadcaster.
He said, the warmer, drier conditions may further increase fuel availability across already parched grasslands, forests, woodlands and heathlands, making it easier for fires to start and spread. The recent rainfall provided much-needed moisture for local vegetation. Country Fire Authority Acting Chief Officer Alan Slipčević is asking residents to adapt to local conditions and continue to maintain their property to help reduce fire risk.
While conditions remain dry with little rain forecast in certain parts of the state over the coming months, the fire risk will continue, but our crews are ready and will adapt to changes as they develop through autumn. Victorians should continue to maintain their properties and stay informed of their local risks so they can take action to protect their families in the event of a fire.
He said. The wild weather in Victoria has not been limited to fire. Victorian State Emergency Services Chief Officer Operations, Alastair Drayton, is reminding communities to make sure they are emergency ready in the coming months.
We know weather conditions shift quickly across Victoria. As well as fires, it is important that people are storm smart. We encourage all Victorians to consider how they can ready themselves and their properties, not just for fire, but for other emergencies such as floods and storms, including preparing an emergency kit with food and water, a torch and medicines.
He said. This story was read by Rebecca Rose,
Mason Frost,
Paul Kelly,
James Poyner.